Good morning, Year 7. So today's lesson is continuing from last Friday's lesson, okay, where you did your fractions of amounts on My Maths. So today we're just going to kind of develop it a little bit further and look at maybe one or two problem-solving type questions, okay? So what I'd like you to do, as usual, is start off by writing your date, your title and your learning objective, okay, and pause the video to do that. Give yourself enough time and then we can move on, okay? Okay, so here's something I'd like you to write into your books, please. I'd like you to write it and then put a highlighter around it, okay, or a box or, whatever you used to do at school. I'd like you to write these steps down. So remember, when calculating a fraction of a quantity or also a fraction of an amount, they mean the same thing. You divide by the denominator and you multiply by the numerator. So you divide your quantity by the denominator, you multiply your answer to that by the numerator. Okay, and that's how some of you, I think loads of you got 100% on that My Maths task, which is absolutely fantastic, so well done. I can really tell who's paying attention to my videos, so well done. Okay, so here's your first example. Find 2/7 of 35. So using that rule, divide by the denominator, multiply by the numerator. We would do 35 divided by 7, which gives us 5. And then we would do 5 times by 2. So we'd multiply by the numerator, which is 10. And that's our answer, 10. So 2/7 of 35 is 10. Okay, make sure you've got that copied down, please, in your notes. Next one. Here's one of those more kind of problem-solving type questions where you've kind of got a background story behind it, but it still just all means the same thing. So there are 360 animals in a farm. 1/5 are cows and 3/8 are sheep. How many cows are there and how many sheep are there? So let's have a look at A first. Firstly, we would need to find 1/5 of 360. So what we've got to do is we've got to do 360 divided by 5. We divide by the denominator. Now, if you are not quite sure about doing that in your head, which are, fair enough, very big number divided by a very small number, what we can do is do our bus stop division. So 5 into 360. So how many times does 5 go into 3? 0. Carry the 3 over. 5 into 36 goes 7 times, remainder 1. 5 into 10 goes twice, so 72. So 360 divided by 5 is 72. And then we'll just do 72 times 1, because 1 is the numerator. And so actually your answer, it just stays as being 72. So there are 72 cows in the farm. Now next we need to find out the sheep. So B is 3/8 of 360. So we divide by the 8, multiply by the 3. So let's do that a little bit further down with a bit more space. So we need to do 360 divided by 8. Again, if you weren't sure about doing that in your head, which fair enough, we could do 8 into 360 via the bus stop method. 8 into 3 doesn't go, so carry the 3 over. 8 into 36 goes 4 times, because it goes to 32, remainder 4. 8 into 40 goes 5 times. So your answer there is 45. So we've divided by the 8, now we need to do 45 times by 3. So we just add 45 basically 3 times. So 45 add 45 is 90. 90 add another 45 is 135. So there are 135 sheep on the farm. Okay, so that's how we might have a problem-solving type question and how we can adapt it just using the skills we've already learned. Okay, Remember, if it's a hard division, you can use your bus stop method and that will be absolutely fine. Okay, I'm just going to underline your answers there. So that's 135 sheep and 75 cows were your answers. Make sure you've got that whole thing copied down in your books, please. Okay, so here are the questions that I'd like you to do. I'd like you to do 1, 2 and 3. They're from exercise 11B from your textbooks in school. Okay, so question 1, very straightforward, working out different tenths of 600. Question 2, working out 2/3, 3/5, and so on, other quantity. And then number 3 is kind of like your example that we just did there. It's more of a problem-solving type question. Okay, now I'm not submitting any answers with these because I'd like to actually have a look through your work and kind of give you a score myself rather than you marking it yourself this time. So can you please make sure that your picture is, as big as you can make it so that I can clearly see your answers for that exercise? If it's not clear, I probably would ask you to try and upload a better picture. Otherwise, it's just going to be really, really hard for me to see your work. Otherwise, what I'll just have to do is send you the answers and you'll have to mark it yourself rather than getting a mark from me. Okay, which will mean a bit more work for you. So if you could make sure that the pictures that you send me or submit via Google Classroom are good quality, to take them with your Chromebook. Some people are uploading really great photos that I can see all your working out and everything. So everyone should be able to do that. Remember, if you get stuck with anything, please let me know. I will do my best to help you. Please email, comment, and I will do my best to help you. Okay, I look forward, so I'll be marking this work on Wednesday, so I look forward to getting your work in tomorrow, and then I'll be marking it on Wednesday. Remember, any problems with this, please let me know. Okay, have a good rest of your day.